Zionism understood itself as both a national movement and a settler colonial movement. They understood that there was a population there. They understood it was the overwhelming majority. And the early Zionists, as much as they wanted to ignore the Arabs, understood that they were there and that they would have to do something in order to create a Jewish state, which was their objective. Their objective was not to come to Palestine and live as a minority amongst an overwhelming Arab majority. Their objective was to come to Palestine and turn it into a Jewish state, a Jewish majority state, in which Jews would be the ruling group. So the problem with Zionism is not that it is an Eastern European, a nationalism typical of Eastern European nationalisms. There are many similar nationalisms the world over. The problem is that it was linked to a settler colonial movement, self-described. This is not my description. This is the description of Zeb Jabotinsky, one of the early Zionist leaders. This is the description of Herzl himself. They understood that they were coming as Europeans to what they saw as their ancestral homeland, but in order to displace an indigenous population. That's the problem. I start the book with a letter from one of my ancestors to Theodor Herzl, in which he says, there's no problem with Zionism in principle, and there's no problem with the idea that there's a relationship between the Jewish people and the land of Israel. For heaven's sakes, everybody accepts that. The problem is there is a people here, he tells Herzl. The problem is this is a people that will not agree to be supplanted. And